I work in a hotel and I want to talk about the job that I do and the craziest experience I've ever had in my job. So, in the hotel, my job is to clean the rooms. And so, as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you about the craziest situation that I've had in cleaning a room. So you really wouldn't believe it, but I was cleaning a room. I walked into a room, and actually what I want to describe to you is how incredibly dirty the room was. So obviously, you normally walk into a room and there might be socks on the floor at the worst, might be dirty bed sheets somehow. You can imagine what might get on them, but these were the images I saw when I first walked into this room. I opened the door, it wouldn't open at first, and I pushed it open, and there was the immediate smell of rotting flesh, which I knew from roadkill, and so I couldn't quite open the door, and I noticed behind it was a dead dog, and I just couldn't believe it. And I opened it out, and there was a dead dog in the hotel room. And then I went into the toilet, and you just wouldn't believe it. It was completely full of liquid diarrhea. And then I went into the bed area, because it's like round the corner. It was like a corner room, and there was a corpse, and it was blue and rotting, and like that is a stark image, isn't it? And I work as a butcher's. Actually, my job is a butcher's, and I want to tell you about the largest piece of meat that I've sold. The largest piece of meat that I've ever sold. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe it. It was bison meat, and it was such a huge piece of bison meat. It was a rib cage of a bison, and it was just enormous. It just really, I couldn't stop laughing when I first saw it because it was so large. And we couldn't fit it through the door because the rib cage was so wide. So we got a chainsaw and sawed it in half, and finally we could fit the bison rib cage into the butcher's. And I am a police officer, and I want to tell you about the naughtiest person I have arrested. So this person who I arrested, the naughtiest one, he had, in the last hour before I arrested him, stolen lots of money from a supermarket, pinched some kangaroo fur from a kangaroo fur shop. He was wearing the kangaroo fur. He was exposing his penis, partly, actually just the testicles, but still it's pretty naughty. And he was refusing to be arrested, swearing, even in the presence of women and children, where you shouldn't ever swear. And he was drunk, and he'd taken cocaine, and he had a knife, and he had like a cut on his leg, and he was bleeding all over the pavement. And to top it all off, just as I got the handcuffs on him, he pissed himself, which activated a bomb that he was wearing, which was sensitive to urine, and he just exploded